guys, it's been an absolute pleasure working with both of you on Box Score lately. Angry Chicken, you're a whiz kid on the camera, okay? And Bluebird, hell of a stage manager. But guys, you're professional poultry now, okay? You're not college interns. We can't have all this fighting. What's going on?
Hey, yo, man, my mama was in a cage, man. Listen, man, hold on. I'm gonna tell you about your boy, all right? The other day, I'm standing outside. I'm keeping it 500, talking to one of my shorty doo-wops, okay? Shit, I'm coming over tonight. What you want, a leg or a thigh? This mother right here rolls up on me. Oh, shit! Doo-doo. Right there. Cookie stain on the set.
I've got to side with Angry Chicken. That's absolutely disgusting. But guys, can we put this aside for a little while? We got a show we got to get to.
Box Score!
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Power Tower for Box Score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles. They, of course, are the Danettes out in Milford, Connecticut. Looks like a pretty testy situation there. If those two ended up squaring off, Paulie, I got to ask you, I mean, who do you got? Do you got the Angry Chicken or Bluebird in that fight?
The Angry Chicken had a lot of poultry behind him. I mean, there was a lot of poultry in that outfit. The Bluebird would be in trouble.
All right, speaking of confrontations, the boss started off the show by saying he wasn't scared of this bad dude.
Chuck Liddell does not scare me in that battery commercial. Okay? He doesn't. Chuck Liddell does not scare me. Anybody else going to back me up on that, or are you guys going to all stay quiet?
Do you have reasons now? Remember, he was one of the baddest men on the planet.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a few years ago.
Yep. I've been told Seton has met him. Seton said that Chuck Liddell, when he's listening to you, just sort of stares at you.
He always has like this really mean face on, like at any second he's about to just smash your head in. What an odd way to start the show today for Dan. It kind of caught me by surprise, but it was fun, though. I really liked it. But yeah, Chuck Liddell's a bad man, and I didn't really understand why Dan was sort of poking the bear there, as Paulie would say, or throwing punches, but it's certainly ballsy of him, that's for sure.
What was weird, Broccoli, is that it changed. At first segment, it was Chuck Liddell doesn't scare me in that commercial, too. Like an hour later, it's like, well, I don't think those stunts are real. Well, that's a big leap from one to the other. And so he was backpedaling like Deion Sanders in the late 90s.
I don't know what possessed him to do that, but I do know one thing. We all kind of looked at each other as soon as he went on that little mini rant of not being intimidated by Chuck Liddell, that we have to find a way to get Chuck on the show before we're off to
Fritzy's right. I text Jerry Ferrara. I text one of Chuck Liddell's representatives.
I text Glazer right away.
Text Glazer. Everyone, Fritzy was working on it as well. We are all on deck for this one.
McLovin, you're the cerebral one. Is there any combination of Danettes or with or without weapons that could even take Chuck down?
You know, Brock, I've looked at the geometry here of an octagon and the different angles we could come at him. If there is some way that one of us could go low while the other jumps off the ropes, and there's nothing. There's no way. All five of us would die.
It certainly was a hot topic, and everyone was talking about it, even A's pitcher John Lester.
Ben and everybody, did a great job of communicating and kind of keeping me in the loop on things and what was rumor and what was truth, and just kind of giving me heads up so I could at least give my family a heads up and let them know what's going on. But I guess the more important thing is I can't imagine how you would call Chuck Liddell out for being out of shape at some point in the show today.
Yeah, no. I called Kurt Schilling out for being out of shape as well, John.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean,
I'm
more worried about Chuck Liddell than Kurt Schilling.
Now, Dan has an old standby with anybody who played with or against Kurt Schilling. At some point, he might have fun with Kurt Schilling. John Lester was a little bit more low-keyed. Who's the guy that we have on? Kevin Millar. If you would give that line to Kevin Millar, he would have gone on a 5-minute comedy routine on Kurt Schilling. Lester was a little more low-key, but totally got it. He's like, Yeah, I know where you're going with
And
that.
of all the things going on in Lester's life, he just got traded from Boston to Oakland. He's in the middle of a pennant race, and on the forefront of his mind is being concerned about how Chuck Liddell may find a way to track down Dan and beat him up. I just found that very amusing that he's concerned for Dan's welfare right now.
Well, much like Peyton Manning, Chuck Liddell has rabbit ears, or sources inside the man cave found out about Dan talking smack, called in to set the record straight.
Someone said you didn't think I was in shape.
Yeah.
I'd have to get in worse shape to fight you.
You're what?
I'd have to get in worse shape to fight you.
Could you take all 5, me and the 4 guys that I have here working with me, if we got into the octagon?
I don't know who you have there working with you right now, but I would guess yes.
Okay, but you've seen Seaton with Jay Glazer when he fought Jay Glazer. You met Seaton, so we're
if those are the guys.
Yes.
If he's included in there, that's an easy win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you would have kept rolling on that tape, moments later, Seaton and his Heather Shaw called out Chuck Liddell and said, "You witnessed what I did, Jay Glazer."
So on a piece too.
You got to at least talk a little smack. You know, Chuck's not here, so it's
normally
it's kind of meaningless. But you know what though? All right, I'll just say Dan was kind of soft.
Oh yeah.
Right? I mean, he he backpedaled right from the minute Chuck Liddell's coming on. He's like, no, Mr. Liddell, no, not. Like, he didn't even put up the bit like, yeah, dude, all right, whatever, name the time and place, and we'll go at it. He was just sort of like, oh, no, I'm sorry, sir.
I got a text mid-segment from Jerry Ferrara, who's watching the show. He goes, wow, Dan is visibly shaken. And he's right.
Bought a dog, dude.
Usually we kind of poke bears with we'll say to a tough football player oh, I'm not scared of you. But there was something, and I heard it too, there was something in this guy's voice which said don't go there.
Yeah.
This man will actually beat you.
Well, I think Dan knows that there's bits that happen in radio and TV, and if he keeps the bit going, does the bit end up with him in shorts in a ring with Chuck Liddell? So you think when you're poking,
all of a sudden that happens.
It happens to other people. It's happened to him. It's happened to me with different things, and it hurts.
Any thought Dan had of being a tough guy and continuing this along, that he wasn't intimidated by him, that the gruffness that we all heard in Liddell's voice, that he may not be completely amused by what Dan said at the beginning of the show, that was out the window, and therefore Dan took the soft, apologetic approach right away.
Combined with the fact that his phone was a bit shaky, so there were dramatic pauses added in that I guess were technology related. I think those really frightened Dan.
I spent an afternoon with the fella, and there were dramatic pauses. The whole day. So we were standing at this place, Pearls, all right, it's on Sunset Strip, and it wasn't really open, but we were just looking at it and this is a really nice place, and I guess they knew investors there. And I'd be just hanging out and talking, and it was me and Jay Glazer and Chuck and 2 other people, and he just sort of.
He's on a 7-second delay.
That's what I got out of him. Oh my God, I'm just, wow, I thought that story was kind of funny.
Is this the first time you guys have seen Dan scared?
I can't remember a lot of times that Dan is backed down from any situation.
I'll tell you, the last time Dan got physical with someone, this is a long time ago when we did radio, not TV. We were in Premiere Studios in New York City, and Jay Glazer was in studio. And Jay was just getting big into MMA. And Dan was showing me something, and he put him in kind of a headlock chokehold move. And Dan's neck, not joking, hurt for a couple days, and he was very shaken up by it.
I was shaken up. I stood next to Chuck Liddell at that Jay Glazer fight. Those canned hams, do not want to get hit by those. Coming up, Fritzy has a new impression. We will show you who it is after these adverts.
Hey, this is Chuck, and you're watching The Box Score.
Welcome back to The Box Score. We talked about squaring off with Chuck Liddell, and while we all have a reasonable and sane fear of Chuck Liddell, and there may not be a fighter in the bunch of us.
Brock, how did he memorize that script? How was Chuck able to contain all that information in that script for that promo?
That's Chuck, Box Score.
Are you saying he was having a little trouble talking on the interview?
I'm not touching that.
Well, either we're light on the writing, or Chuck wanted to just get right to it and get out.
Oh man.
The script called for a lot of ad-libbing, and he's like, I don't ad-lib. I don't do that.
He's a man about business, and the one man about the show business could be a ring announcer. Let's take a look at Fritzy here.
Is Michael Buffer on the show tomorrow, Fritzy?
I believe he is.
Oh, cool.
when he goes out to a bar or a restaurant, when the fans come up to him, they have to ask him to do it.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, could you do this for my answering machine? Yeah, Fritzy.
You think he uses that voice all the time where he goes, I would like a tuna on rye with lettuce and tomato. Ladies and gentlemen.
I would hope he would, but I'm going to guess he doesn't.
It'd be weird to go to the bench and go, let's get ready for intimacy. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing a Michael Buffer impersonation, but we were talking about it. I just started thinking about that. And years ago, when I would be, watching fights, I was kind of amazed by, his shtick and what he would do, and then he would be introducing like B, C, D level celebrities that were ringside. And I just thought that was an opportunity to give it a shot. I don't know how much I sounded like him, but we had a little fun with that. So hopefully he will actually be joining us tomorrow.
Todd, how would you get former Cougar of the Week Miss Fritz going with a Buffer voice?
I would say, Jennifer Lynn, tonight, we're going to have some fun in the bedroom. There'll be lotions and massages and
all right.
lingerie and all kinds of costumes. So let's get ready to love make.
Love make.
Who's wearing the lingerie?
That's
Well, if that got her going, maybe you need a mental image, maybe a visual, and the boss gave you this one.
I was watching TV by myself, and the lights were turned down, and all of a sudden, I'm watching a woman who I thought looked just like your wife.
I hope it was an attractive woman.
Yeah. Well, she is in the movie Pitch Perfect. Is that Anna Kendrick? Looks like your wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
The judges will accept that.
A lot of elements here in play. Dan did the "Is that Anna Kendrick?" as if he has no idea who she is.
He actually tried to say it was like, I don't watch the movie.
Yeah.
No, but you were watching the movie.
Right. It's
like,
hard to not watch a movie then quote a bunch of things from it. It's really impressive. The other thing was the creepiness factor was pretty high, and it only helped when Seton and I decided to play some chicka-bump. Now, wives are usually off limits on the show, but
it's mildly concerning that they're becoming more on limits.
That's what I was going to bring up. Lately, I would say in 2014, it's almost like bringing Oliver into the Brady Bunch. Is there a rating situation? They're trying to bring wives in to spice things up. Is there a directive from management? We're looking into all of this.
And he painted a picture with the mood. With he had to mention that the lights were dim while he was watching this movie and making this analogy between my wife and Anna Kendrick. So it's
Fritzy that Fritzy prefers pervy talk about other women, not pervy talk about his wife, which is interesting.
I think you were sort of used to that scenario Dan laid out. Sounded familiar. Alone in a TV room watching a movie, lights dimmed.
I was impressed with his willingness to go in a somewhat creepy direction, but everyone except for my wife is then it'd be I could get into it a lot more.
Christmas party's gonna be interesting at Dan's house this year.
Oh man.
Have we jumped the shark, or did a shark jump me like it did yesterday? All the sexy talk. I need a cigarette, maybe a rum drink. Let's prep for National Rum Day. Welcome back to the Box Score, guys. National Rum Day is almost upon us, so we wanted to know how well you know your rum drinks, in particular shellback rum drinks. So we're going to play a little game called Silver, Spice, or Something Nice. Let's see, I'll give you the guys a recipe to a drink. You tell me if it has shellback silver, spiced, or some other liquor altogether. First one goes to McLovin in the back row. This drink has only two main ingredients, rum and Coke, and goes by the same in name. Or Cuba Libre if you add a lime. But does this drink have the shellback silver, spice rum, or something else nice?
Can I just say that it sounds like it'd be lovely with spice, but I think you're going to go silver for the Cuba Libre.
You are absolutely correct.
Don't like that.
Muy bueno, as they say down in
couldn't
Cuba.
disagree with that more.
That's a tough one, Broccoli, because that's
absolutely a spiced situation.
It's a personal preference
No,
drink.
that's a Dr. Pepper. If
You would have won
put
with
spice in it.
either answer there.
All right.
Dr. Pepper's
According
got
to the Shellback's
amaretto.
website, it is silver.
Oh, yeah.
To the back row,
On
Paulie.
the Shellback website, Home Slice.
This tasty beverage consists of coffee, coconut milk, honey, home slice, whipped cream, shredded coconut, and nutmeg. Is the Privateer's coffee made with silver, spiced, or something else nice?
Spiced, baby.
It is absolutely spiced. One more for the back row. Fritzy, our next drink is made of cream of coconut, kiwi, pineapple, and watermelon. Does the kiwi colada have silver, spiced, or something else nice?
I'm going to say silver.
I'm sorry, you were incorrect, sir. We were looking for spiced. Spiced rum. Get back on the sauce, brother. It's going to pay off in these games. Back to the front row, Seton.
Not happy.
This one's a bit sour. It's the Neptune sour, actually, and it's made of lemon sour, egg white, and either shellback silver, spiced, or something else nice. Which is it?
Boy, I want to say there's something nice.
I'm sorry, we were looking for spiced rum, shellback spiced rum. Makes that taste.
My little sticky sailor.
Back row, Fritzy, you're up again. The ladies love daiquiris, and the Pirates daiquiri has lemon sour syrup, lime juice, simple syrup, and lime garnish. Does it feature shellback silver, spiced, or something else nice?
If the ladies are into that particular drink, I'm going to say something a little spicy in there.
I have silver here. There we go. Okay, so you can check out all these recipes, the ones that made it on Shellback.
Please do, Fritzy.
Okay, Seton, one more for you. This tasty beverage is made up of passion fruit, OJ, grapefruit juice, lemon juice, and grenadine. But does the tiki screwdriver also consist of shellback silver, spiced rum, or something else nice?
I feel like as a general rule, everything involving fruit takes silver.
As a general rule, you are correct, sir. McLovin, you're up. The stormy seas will rock your boat, and it consists of grapefruit juice, coffee liqueur, ginger beer, and a lime wedge, but does it also have shellback silver,
goodness.
spiced, or something else nice?
It's a good drink, by the way.
Coffee liqueur is really what
I'm
throws
feeling
it.
like a pirate vibe here, and pirates, they're all about getting the silver. But
They get a little spicy,
I
though.
think you want that spicy, though.
You are absolutely correct. It is spiced.
Way to rally. Way to rally.
Oh, okay. Time to close out strong. Our last drink to Polly: tomato juice, fresh ginger, soy sauce, Tabasco, salt and pepper. It's called the Bloody Monday, and it is the key ingredient: shellback silver, spiced, or something else nice.
Silver, baby.
Good.
Absolutely silver. Something you can mix up before you watch your football games, Red Zone or Fantasy Zone, all on DirecTV. Stay with us. There's a meet and greet happening, and there's a great reason to show up. We'll tell you after this. Welcome back to the Box Score. Last call here at the Box Score Bar. The guys are actually heading to a bar after the show today for a meet and greet at the Buffalo Wild Wings for a shellback meet and greet. Seton, why don't you give the folks of Dan Nation the 411?
Yeah, 4 to 6 today. We'll be pre-gaming for National Rum Day. 4 to 6, Buffalo Wild Wings, Times Square, New York City. Pretty rad.
The folks will be in for a definite show because you had a wager today with a very accurate Dan Patrick.
I'll give you the rest of the hour.
To go red, simply
To go
red,
red.
and you'll do a body shot
I'll
off
do a
Fritzy?
body shot
Now,
right off of Fritzy's
you have to
leg.
do it off his belly.
Right off his belly.
Oh,
Slap it right off.
please.
Damn.
Oh!
Oh boy, this.
Oh, ball game! Ball game! Ball game! Bullseye! Booyah!
Oh boy, my big fat mouth always gets me in trouble.
It's gonna be on Fritzy's body.
Nicely done.
Yeah, no, I'm really sorry.
Nice
I
to
don't
volunteer
know.
me.
You know, Dan always, for some reason, whenever we're doing something, he'll be like, okay, if I do whatever, it's body shots on Fritzy. And that just sort of vomited out of my mouth. And I was like, yeah, dude, I'll give you the rest of the hour. I don't care. Just take it. And bang, 3 more.
But what's interesting is that you have to do it because you lost a bet. Fritzy does not have to do this in any way. He's choosing to do this. He was not part of the bet. So Fritzy, you could You just said, like, all right, I'll do body shots this season, like it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are for this arrangement that.
You had no idea what a body shot is, do you?
I know it has to do with something that I would prefer to have a female done to me.
Have you ever had that done or done that to a female?
I have had fantasies about it, but it actually hasn't been done. I had someone do the neck thing where they put a little lemon or lime and they squirt your neck and put a little salt or something like that happen.
I honestly thought a body shot, this could sound really stupid, was you pour the liquor into the belly button crevice and you drink it out of there.
That's accurate. That's what
not
it
stupid
is.
at all.
Is that really what that is?
Okay. So is that what's going to happen?
I
believe
may have to
so.
clean a little lint out first, but if that's what
All right, no joke. The only thing that's been running through my mind ever since we did this was Fritzy's linty belly button. I swear that I'm
I'll
like,
see what I
dude,
can do.
you got to stop at the hotel first, okay? Wash out your.
I got there's like a water pick for it.
See, I don't know if there's enough
Dude,
water
there's
in New
gotta be
York
like-
City to
Fritzy
wash out
showered
that belly
yesterday.
button.
Yeah, I did. a few days ago at least.
Probably.
But yeah, it's I don't know what's going on here.
Hey,
but
listen, at the end of the day, me and Todd are very close, and this is only going to bring us closer together.
See, you're going to have to do 25 shots before that body shot to get through this.
I'm going to have to get pretty
drunk
lubed up.
stupor.
Brock, I said this earlier during a look. I don't know if I made air. I would literally I would rather get kicked in the eye socket by anyone than do
eye
that.
socket.
Paulie, you've been in the bar business. You've seen all these body shots. Can we make some sort of luge, or is there a position on Fritzy's body that this shot will work best?
Well, a luge there's a body luge that could be done as well, but that could be worse because there's crevices and there's stuff going through crevices, and it doesn't even have to be there to accept it. You don't have to make physical contact with a body luge shot, but more surface areas getting infested.
I'm willing to I'm really glad that this isn't like National Tequila Day and that we don't have a great tequila sponsor, but since it's rum, I'm not doing the neck, mouth, belly button combo. I'm just doing the belly button, and that's it.
I think you should rum for your life.
Have a linty sailor on Fritzy. Fritzy, who's on tomorrow?
Ron Jaworski, ESPN NFL analyst, former Eagles quarterback, is going to join us. Rebecca Lowe of NBC and NBC Sports Network, host of the Premier League, which is coming up that I know Paulie's a little excited about. She's going to be joining us in studio. And we may hear from Michael Buffer as well. So please join us on Friday, won't you?
Thanks for watching The Box Score. Get out to this meet and greet if you can. It's going to be a blast. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on ICE Channel 239 right here on DirecTV. To National Rum Day.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching The Box Score. Holy cow!